Hey God. And it's showing 2 hours. Something is wrong. It's showing 2 hours here. This is 1 hour. Maybe I go like this. Hey God. And it's showing 2 hours. Something is wrong. It's showing 2 hours. This is 1 hour. Maybe I go like this. And it's showing 2 hours. and you want to guide them through this one. This one has been chosen.
In this video, I'm going to be sharing why today is the perfect time for you to start your YouTube channel. Are you like me that have been nursing the idea of starting a YouTube channel and you never got to do it? This is an encouragement. This is the word you need for 2025 to start your YouTube channel now. Also, in this video, I'll be sharing a big news, and I would like for you to watch till the end to hear what this big news is. In this video, I'm going to be sharing why today is the perfect time for you to start your YouTube channel. Are you like me that have been nursing the idea of starting a YouTube channel and you never got to do it? This is an encouragement. This is the word you need for 2025 to start your YouTube channel now. Also, in this video, I'll be sharing a big news, and I would like for you to watch till the end to hear what this big news is. Hi, my name is T and this is Elevate with T, and in this video, like I said, I'm just going to be motivating you and encouraging you to start your YouTube channel today. 10 years ago was the best time, but the next best time is today. So get started on that, delivering, putting out content, putting yourself out there. All you need is you. So you don't have to wait till you are very confident. You don't have to wait till everything is perfect. No. Put yourself out there, and there are just few tools that you need that you already have. And what are these tools? A phone. Everybody has got a phone. Use your phone to record today. You might want to also get some lighting to help your video come out nice. But if not, sit by the window and use the natural light. Get a tripod. If not, put your phone on a stack of books. That would give you a stable platform where your phone can stay for the period of the recording. But do not let anything stop you. Discard the noise, discard the fears, the fear of judgment, friends, family, whoever. Don't consider all of those, because in the grand scheme of things, that do not matter. As long as it is what you want to do, it's something that you have in your mind to do, and you've heard different success stories here on YouTube, and you feel like that could be me, you need to get started today. Okay? And why am I advocating for you to get started? There is endless possibility on YouTube. So many possibilities, so many advantages of starting on YouTube today. Apart from the monetary aspect, where you could change your life totally, in your financial life, you could change it. You could completely change your financial life. You would build a community. You would make friends. You have quality friendship of people that you're already thinking in the same line, right? And this are the things that you really want for yourself. Okay, friendship, you're changing your finances, building communities, learning new skills, building your personal brand. The list goes on and on and on. So would you not want to give it a chance? Why would you want to stop yourself? Start today in 2025, and you would look back at the end of the year and thank yourself that you took that decision. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to be sharing a big news. So if you're still watching this video right now, I'd like for you to like, comment, and subscribe. It will go a long way in helping a new YouTuber like me. And what is that good news? This is my very first YouTube video. Can you believe it? This is my very first YouTube video. I'm putting myself out there, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. Okay? And I would just like you to encourage me, to tell me and give me feedbacks on what you think I could have done better, or even the things that I've done that you really like on this video. I use the strategy of putting a value out there before I even get to introduce myself. So yes, again, this is my very first YouTube video. This is January of 2025, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm going to keep putting posts out there, and I will get better and better and better. My name is T, and I'm a mom of 3. I am an immigrant from Nigeria. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I have lived in Canada for up to 10 years now. So on this channel, I'll be talking about early childhood education, and that is because I'm an early childhood educator. I've worked with children for over 18 years, but I've been a certified early childhood educator in Canada for a period of 10 years. So yes, I'm going to be sharing on that journey and how information and give information that would help people who are looking to go into that career line. I'll be sharing also about parenting. I've enrolled in courses. I've gotten knowledge on how to be a better parent, which I would love to also share with people that would like to be a better parent, that wants to be intentional in parenting their children. My first child is 16 years of age as of today, and it's been a journey. So those things that I've worked in better parenting my children, I will be sharing all of that. And lastly, I would also be sharing life matters, especially as it pertains to people that are planning to relocate to Canada, US, or any Western country, and how information that would help them to hit the ground running when they land, or even newcomers to Canada, and giving them information for them to live their best life. So yes, this is me on my very first YouTube video, and I would appreciate your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. So until my next video, thank you so much. Bye. In this video, we'll be talking about 10 lucrative skills that will make you a lot of money in Canada. Are you one that is planning to relocate abroad, and you're looking for information as to which skills can make you money? These 10 skills will definitely make you a lot of money in Canada or any other Western country, as well as save you a lot of money. Hi, my name is T, and welcome to Elevate with T. Thank you for your support on my last video where I was talking to you about starting your YouTube channel. The very first skill I'll be talking about today is photography and videography. If you have any type of experience in photography, I beg you, don't sleep on it. Photographers here, they make a lot of money because people would always want a photo shoot. They will always want to keep memories, and a normal session of 45 minutes can cost you up to 1,200 depending on the photographer you're working with. So if you have a photography skill, don't sleep on it. That is something that you can start as soon as you get into the country that you're relocating to, and it will make a lot of money. The other skill I would like to talk about today is driving. Please learn how to drive before you relocate. That will save you a lot of stress and save a lot of money. There are also jobs that driving is a requirement. So if you're looking for what to do immediately you land, as long as you're able to drive, you'll be able to work some jobs that require driving, like Uber Eats, driving Uber, DoorDash, and all of those type of jobs. Another skill that I will talk about is sewing. Do you know how to sew? That will make you a lot of money, and it will also save your family money. Knowing how to sew translates to knowing how to amend and make alterations. So if you already have that skill, just get your tools and you will be able to start making money with that. Like, let's say a skirt and a blouse, that can cost you from 300 upwards, depending on the designer and how much they charge. Over the last summer, I sent my daughter to go learn sewing, so she can sew basic things and also make alterations. A friend of mine came with things for her to just amend, some clothing that needed to be sewn back up, and she was paid $50. That is her already making money. So for sure, if you have sewing skills, that will already save you money. Another skill I would like to talk about is the hair business. This is in three folds. Let's talk about hairdressing. I, for one, I don't make my hair. I've been on lookup for so long. But for an adult to make braids, you're looking at $250 and upward to be able to make hair. So, like for me, I make my children's hair myself, and I know that I'm saving my family a lot of money by doing that. But some people don't know how to make it, so they would always need the service of a hairdresser. So for children, braids maybe $80, $100. Imagine if you have like 3-4 girls that you're making hair for in a day, or it's just a good business that you need for yourself and your family, as well as you could offer it as a service to people. Another one is barbing. To get a haircut, I pay $35. Myself and my spouse will pay $70. That is a lot of money. And once we go to our barber, who is a Ghanaian, by the way, there's always people lined up waiting to cuts their hair, and I'm always like, wow, this guy is making a lot of money. But then that is his business. So barbing, hairdressing, and the last one I want to talk about in that line of business is wigging. Oh my god, if you are able to revamp wigs, restyle wigs, repair wigs, because we Africans like to wear wigs, and your wig also needs care, so you will need someone that does wig revamp to help you put your wig together. The last time I did a wig revamp here in Canada, it cost me $50. So you can imagine if you have 5, 8, 10 wigs that you need someone to help you wash and revamp, calculate the money. So that is one line of business that makes a lot of money. Another skill I would like to talk about is makeup. Are you a makeup artist? Just know that once you get to Canada, you are going to get busy. As long as you know how to do a good job, people will patronize you. During the summer, you have more events, but that doesn't mean that people don't still make up, because we Nigerians like to glam up, we like to look good. So you would always find that every weekend you are busy, irrespective of the season, and people just, want to glam up just because, right? So if you can make up and you can tie gele, you would make money. Gele is just the head gear that we wear as Africans, and if you're able to tie that, that would also make you a lot of money. Another line of business another skill I would like to talk about today is to if you know how to play instruments. Saxophone is one instrument that people always love to use to serenade their guests. So if you know how to play instrument, just know that you have a good skill that will fetch you money. Churches, individuals want people that can play any type of instrument. So whatever instrument that you know how to play, that can fetch you a lot of money. DJing is also a good skill. So if you're a DJ, you would always find business over the weekends. It doesn't have to be big events. If people have celebration in their home, they call a DJ. They're hanging out in their home or having a small party, there would always be a DJ. How much more the big parties and events that always occur during the summer, there's always a need for a DJ. I remember one event that I was part of the planning committee, and we couldn't get a DJ because they were all booked up. So that will fetch you a lot of money. The last one I want to talk about is also in threefold, and it is in the food business. If you know how to cook, my goodness, you will make a lot of business. You'll make a lot of money. Life is busy abroad, so sometimes people just want to outsource that part of their life, because we Nigerians, we like our delicacies, we like our food. As long as you are a good cook, you would always get people that will patronize you. For example, during Christmas of last year, I didn't want to disturb or stress myself to make any type of food, so I outsourced it, and I know how much that costs me. So if you can cook, as long as you get the food handling certificate, you're good to go. So immediately you land, you can hit the ground running. And that line also is baking. Can you bake cake? People love Nigerian cake. So if you can bake, you will make a lot of money. A cake that is no step can cost you from $180 to $200. So imagine if you are going for cakes that you can with steps. So if you can bake, and even our Nigerian stacks, meat pie, sausage roll, and all of that, people always want that, right? So you would make good money. And the last one I'm going to talk about is, if you're a mixologist, you can make cocktails or mocktails. That is also good business, because people just like to glamorize their events, their parties, in-house, or events in big events. That also makes a good money. So I hope you can pick one or two of these skills to help you when you get to Canada or any other Western country, and you can make money for yourself or save money for yourself. Until my next video, I will be talking about 10 high-paying jobs in Canada, and I hope to see you. So please, if you are still yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. Like and comment. Is there any other skill that I didn't talk about and you feel like this is a good skill that people can make money from? Please put it in the comment section. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. In this video, I'll be talking about how much the salary of early childhood educators is in Canada, how much you would earn as an early childhood educator in Canada. Hi, my name is T, and welcome back again to Elevate with T. I would like to start by saying that there are three factors that affect how much you would earn as an early childhood educator in Canada. The first one is the province that you stay. Because this profession is a highly regulated profession, there are also different regulations in the different provinces in Canada. I am in the province of Alberta, so I will be talking based off of that. Okay, so why the province you stay affects how much you would get is because there is a different minimum wage in different provinces. So for example, in Alberta, the minimum wage is $15 per hour. Okay, but you would have to do your research considering the province that you are planning to live. Another factor that would affect how much you earn as an early childhood educator is your level of certification. So in Alberta, early childhood educators are in three levels. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3, depending on how much or this depends on your level of education. Okay, we'll talk more about that later. And then the third factor is how big the organization that you work for is. It depends on how much they are willing to pay you as an early childhood educator. So for the purpose of this video, we'll just be working with an average salary of an early childhood educator according to indeed.ca. Okay, and on there it says that the average salary of an early childhood educator in Canada is $20 per hour. Okay, so based on the factors I listed, you can be earning more or less. Okay. And in Alberta, if what your employer is willing to pay you is $20 per hour, the government of Alberta have a wage enhancement program where, depending on your level, remember I said you can be an early childhood educator level 1, early childhood educator level 2, or early childhood educator level 3. If you're level 1, they would add 2.2 point something to the amount that you earn. That is in Alberta. If you're a level 2, 4 point something dollars will be added to the amount that you earn per hour. Okay. And then if you're level 3, 6 point something uh dollars will be added to the amount that you earn per hour. Okay. So let us use an example to do a calculation so you understand um how much that early childhood educators earn in Canada. So let's say that you earn the $20 per hour and you work for 8 hours in a day. That means that in a day, $20 times 8 hours, you would earn $160 in a day. And then in a week, that would be $160 times 5. You would earn $800 in a week. Um, Most times you're paid bi-weekly in Canada. So for sure, early childhood educators are paid bi-weekly. So bi-weekly means that you'll be earning 1,600, and in a month your salary will come to $3,200 every month. Okay, but the way it works in Canada, you cannot get that $3,200 given to you. No, there are deductions. Yes, there are different deductions. Okay, so let us look at the different deductions on your salary. The first one is federal tax. Okay, and depending on your salary bracket, the federal tax starts at 15% of how much you earn. Okay, there's also a deduction for employment insurance, which is 1.50%. Employment insurance is just for when an employee is sick or they lose their job. The government will pay you for that period of time. Okay. So while you're working, you're contributing towards that. And the percentage is 1.58% on how much you earn. Okay. So, and also you make contributions, or the next deduction that is made on your salary is the Canada pension plan, which is 5.25% of your salary. So those three are usually deducted from your salary. Again, your federal tax, employment insurance, and CPP. Okay, and CPP is Canada Pension Plan, which you would also get to use when you retire from. Let's now do a calculation based on all we've been talking about. Okay, so if what you earn is $3,200 in a month, for federal tax, which is 15% of your salary, that comes to $480, right? 3,200 times 0.15 gives you 480. That's the federal tax. Now let's go to the employment insurance, which is 1.58 percent. So 3,200 times 0.0158 comes to $50.56. And then the Canada pension plan, which is 5.25%, that will be 3,200 times 0.0525, and that comes to 168. Let us add all those deductions together. So 480 plus 50.56 plus 168 comes to $698.56. So $698.56 is the total deductions that will be made on your salary. So which means your take home will be 300 and I mean 3,200 minus $698.56. Your take home, how much you then eventually take home, will be 2,500 $14. So you see how those deduction work. Sometimes there are other deductions as well that you could pay depending on your employer. You could be paying for extended health insurance. You could be paying for your RRSP. You could be paying union dues. Those are other optional deductions, but the general deductions in Canada when you earn are the ones we've listed, and we've been able to work it out on this video. So if you earn 3,000 and 3,200 Canadian dollars, the tax that will be deducted on that is about $698.56. So what you would take home at the end of 1 month will be around 2,514 cents. I hope this kind of give you an idea of how much early childhood educators earn in Canada. I always know that this is a profession that is not well paid. Everybody knows that teachers are not well paid in any country of the world. When I was in Nigeria, I thought it was just peculiar to Nigeria or to Africa, but it is the same everywhere in the world. Teachers are underpaid. They are underpaid. But yeah, that is the average amount an early childhood educator earns in Canada. I hope this video helps you to put things in perspective. And at the end of the day, is working with children is more than how much you're being paid. Okay, it's the fulfillment, the joy, and if you're passionate about the profession, you would enjoy it. I'll see you on my next video. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Like, comment. Is there any question you may have? I'll be happy to answer all your questions. I'll see you on my next video. Bye. In this video, I'll be talking about early childhood education in Canada. I'll also be discussing teaching generally in Canada and my personal journey into early childhood education in Canada. Hi there, my name is T, and welcome again to Elevate with T. On this channel, I'll be talking about parenting, I'll be talking about early childhood education, as well as living life abroad. So let's talk about my journey to early childhood education. I have always been passionate about working with children, so I was teaching back home in my country. Like I am from Nigeria, so back home, I was working with children, and that was what I did for years. And at some point in my career, I became the head of a school where I was responsible for the day to day running of a school and managing the teachers and other staff of the school and other administrative work. Also, I became a coach and a mentor, working with other school owners to coach and mentor their teachers, to ensuring that they are doing the right thing on their jobs, in ensuring that they were um, bringing up the children in their care in the most expected way, and just making sure that they were being nurtured and cared for in a safe environment. So when it got to the point where I I and my family decided that we were going to relocate to Canada, I thought about what would be the next thing in my career, and I went with the option of being an early childhood educator in Canada. So before we left for Canada, I sent my certificates over, which was assessed, and I was given a certification in early childhood education. I just wanted to clarify or to discuss and throw more light on what early childhood education is all about. But I would like to say that it's a great career path. it is a good opportunity for newcomers in Canada. So, as long as you're passionate about working with children, the fulfillment that comes from working with children is everything to me. The school structure in Canada is such that children start to go to school from age 5. So they start with kindergarten, grade 1, and so on. So children from 0 to 5 years of age would have to be catered for by early childhood educators. So these children don't go to school, but they have a place where they can go and they are being cared for. They are learning. They they are protected by early childhood educators. In a safe and nurturing environment. So places like preschool, daycare, day homes, these are places that you would find early childhood educators taking care of children from 0 to 5 years of age. So 0 to 1 year is considered infant, 1 year to 3 years is considered toddlers, and 3 years to 5 years are preschoolers. So that is how they are being classified. Okay, so um, that is the makeup of early childhood education. Now, for people that are back home and they would like to become early childhood educators. So two categories. First is if you already have a degree in education, you can send that to whichever province that you are deciding to go in Canada. So I am talking based off of the province of Alberta because that is where I live. And because the profession is highly regulated, there are different regulations in different provinces. So you have to do your research to know what is obtainable in the province that you want to go to. But on a standard level, you just send your certificates to the body that does assessment, and then you'll be given the equivalent of what of a certification in early childhood education. So in my case, when I got that certificate, I and then we got to Canada, all I had to do was to get a certification in CPR and first aid because that is one of the requirements, as well as do a police clearance because that is also another requirement. Before you can work with children, you have to be cleared of any you have to be checked. So it's called police clearance to know that you do not have any criminal history. Once you do those two things, you're good to go to finding a job. And most of the time, you would surely find a job as an early childhood education. In fact, there's a high demand for early childhood education educators in Canada. So I got a job, and that is how the story started. I mean, the journey started in Canada. Now, for people that want to come and school in Canada as an early childhood educator, it's a 2 year program. And of course, like I said, you will do your research based on the school you want to go to and the province that you're going. And that will tell you the requirements, the fees, and all of that. Okay. In a separate video, I will be talking about how you can even study early childhood education for free. Okay, that will be on a separate video. But yes, that is a possibility. Okay, and also to emphasize that there is high demand for early childhood educators in Canada. So as long as that is what you want to do, that is what you're passionate about, you would get a job because there's high demand for early childhood education. So these are the ways. And if you have other questions about early childhood education in Canada, please drop it in the comment section and I'll be ready to answer your questions. In a separate video as well, I'll be talking about how much early childhood educators earn in Canada. So please watch out for those videos. And also, I want to ask that you subscribe to my channel and click on the notification um, button so that you would always be notified anytime I drop a new video. Okay, but like I said, Early childhood education is a fulfilling job as long as you're passionate for working with children and you're family oriented. Because if you're working with children and you're a parent yourself, there's every possibility that your children will go to that same um, daycare or childcare facility that you're working. And in most times, you will get a discount because you're a staff, okay? You get a discount on how much you're paying for your own child. So it's a win-win situation, mostly for mothers that are not that still have young children that are not of school age. Okay, so if you are working in that environment, your child can also still be in the same environment with you, and you would pay less than other people. So it's fulfilling. It's a good career path to follow if that is really what you want. But of course, like I said, I'll be dropping tips, I'll be talking more about early childhood education in Canada. And if there's anything that you would like me to touch on, please drop it in the comment section. Until my next video, thank you so much and bye bye. So on this video, I'll be doing skills that would make you money in Canada, but in an updated version. So each of my points, I'll be able to speak more on them so that you understand where I am actually coming from. The first skill I'll be talking about is in three folds, and that is in the food business. And I would just like to say a few more things on that particular skill so that people understand and don't think that it's an automatic process of making money. However, if things are done the right way, you will make money. So anything food in Canada is a very regulated industry. So as long as you want to go into that area and you want to do it big, not just that, oh, you're cooking for family and friends and that, no, you want it to be a business, you have to go through the regulations. So you would have to have a food handling certificate. You have to get approval from the city of where you stay so that they can approve your space, the place you'll be cooking, your utensils. They're going to check all of that. And as long as you pass the requirements, then you can operate successfully as a food vendor. Okay, so it's easy to say that if you know how to cook, you make a lot of money, but you need to understand that most of this industries are regulated, so you have to go by the books. Okay, except you're just doing it for yourself, for your family. It's not, you're not making it a business that it will be out there. So cooking, sure, you will make money. Baking is one of that areas as well. In frame, is the light good, is this good? And then I forgot to wear my mic. So baking on its own, I know quite a lot of vendors that is also their full-time job, but there are some as well that it is a side hustle. So if you're going all out for that particular business, again, there are rules and regulations. But if you're just like, just do it for the fun of it, for the sake of it, when my friend wants to celebrate her daughter's birthday, I can just do it. Then you can just make it like a side hustle and you can do that, okay? Now, for drinks, there's a business I feel like is just booming now because every party there's either mocktails or cocktails. So if you are a mixologist, if you are not and you are open to learning, learn it really well. So that once you come here, you are able to just get into the groove of things and begin to make like do business, honestly. So I hope I've been able to shed more light on that skill in that area. Now the other one I want to talk about is in the hair business, hairdressing. Women will like to look good. As long as you're good, people will book you, people will come to you, people will get their braids done. In Canada, for an adult, you can be braiding up to $250, and that's without your attachments. So think about it. If that is your 9 to 5, you will make more money than me that is sitting in an office from 9 to 5, honestly, right? And then for parents, you with girl child like me, in my case, I make my children's hair. I tell my husband all the time, do you know how much I'm saving us? So I am able to do that and save. So the one I patronize, which is barbing. Barbing is a skill that you should know for the sake of your family. You remember I said skills that would save you money in Canada, skills that would make you money in Canada. Either side of the coin, you will benefit from it. Barbing, $35 is what I used to get my hair cut. Anytime I go to this barber, my Ghanaian barber, there are loads of people sitting and waiting, and there are 3 barbers in that store. Skills, handwork, it pays. It pays more. Handwork, it makes more money. Skills, handwork, it pays more. I'm telling you. So take it seriously. If you're just planning to relocate, you're planning to come to Canada, you're planning to go to any Western country, if not for the money you will make, learn this skill for yourself so you can even save yourself the money. The last one in that line of business is wigging, like I said. We love to wear our wigs. We look good in our wigs, but we also need to keep those wigs in good condition. An average woman have up to 6, 8, 10 wigs. And if you wear these wigs once, twice, 3 times, they will begin to accumulate sweat, dirt, and all of that. You need to, if you cannot do it for yourself, see, life in abroad is busy. Life is busy. So a lot of things you want to outsource. If you're already working and making money, 9 to 5, you outsource to all these people with skills. I've revamped wig before. One cost me $50. I see on Instagram this particular lady where I live. She's so good with this, and people are rushing her. Like one person can take 6 weeks at a time to her. Business, good business. And I know Nigeria, you can easily learn these things. I, for one, when I was coming to Canada 10 years ago, I went to learn makeup. When I got here, I was pursuing early childhood education. I left the makeup skill by the side. So that's how it is. Anyway, I'm going to move to makeup. Since I mentioned makeup, you will make money as a makeup artist. You will make money as a makeup artist as long as you're good. You'll make money. Then together with guillotine, wow, you'll make money. Again, because of the seasons of the year, summer is their busiest period, but people make money. During any time of the year, like we like to glam up, we like to look good. We like to make a statement. So anytime, anyhow, we get glammed up. Makeup artists are always very, if you have an event and you don't book or time, I promise you, you won't get any makeup artist to make you up. Okay, so that's good business. And from makeup, I'm going to go to video photography and videography. Sometimes most people that does these things full time, they combine it, so the person can be a makeup artist and then have photography alongside the business. Now photography is no joke. In this age and time, people go all out for photo shoots. Of course, they want to keep memories, they want to celebrate themselves. And most of the time, before somebody does a party, there's always a photo shoot done. So it's good business. And these photographers are not smiling. A friend of mine is turning 40 in a matter of weeks. She's paying close to $2,000. No jokes, to get herself and her family to have a photo shoot. And this photographer doesn't do makeup. So makeup is coming, but just for photography. You know, this photography work too, like some people are just so talented with it. So you will pay for that talent. So that skill, don't sleep on it. I promise you, you would make money. In the long run, if you know what you're doing, it will become your main source of income. I promise you. Handyman. I'm going to categorize all of it together. Plumbing, electrician, just someone fix the fix guy, like DIY, because there's a lot of DIY in the Western world. You buy a bed, you put it together. You buy a table, you fix it by yourself. Everything is just in pieces. Go to any store, IKEA, all those household stores, everything is just in boxes. You will come and put your stuff together. If you have that skill, people will call for it for you to come and help. Hang a TV is something, and people charge per hour. Like, time is money here. That's why I said you are sitting in your office, you are earning how much per hour? A handyman, a workman, Onishe Owo, like we would say in Yoruba, is earning more than you per hour. So plumbing, as long as you are living in a house, you would have plumbing issues. And if you can do that for yourself, you save yourself money. Oh. I know we Nigerians, I can't be a plumber. I'm not asking you to be a plumber, but you can save yourself some costs. Like a lot of times, children, the toilet clogs or whatever, anything. If you have that skill, painting is also another one. Electrician, you should be able to change bulbs or just change something. Handyman, let's talk about repairs as well. Phone, laptops, if you can learn, if you have those skills, you can do all these small, small ones by the side. Put yourself on Facebook Marketplace and say you can repair a phone. You will get customers. That might not be a full-time hustle, but it can be bringing in small, small things. Like whatever skill, do not sleep on it. Do not. It will bring you money abroad. It will bring you money. And where I feel sad is when we are growing up back home, our parents don't encourage this handwork, mechanic, tailoring, all those things. They don't encourage it. You must go to university, you must collect a degree. Let's leave that one. That brings me to my next skill, sewing. My sister, if you can sew, don't sleep on it. Once you land in Canada, you put yourself out there, people see your designs, what you can do, you will make money. And to this work of sewing, there are grades. Oh. All this customized Vicky James kind of sewing now. If that's your style, you'll be charging in thousands. If you are just skirt and blouse type of, that's where you're at, you will still make money. $300, $400 to make those. If you're also in another category that you can make amendments, alterations, all those things, you make money. I sent my daughter to a sewing class last summer. She can now make basic things. She can help us amend clothes at home. All the amendments, alterations we need in this house, she's doing it. The last time she helped my friend to do alterations, of course, because they were encouraging her as a pre-teen has the skill. They paid her $50. My daughter collected the money and was like, mommy, give me my money. That's a skill. So and there's just markets for it. No matter what, you will find your own people, you will find your own community that will patronize you. So don't sleep on those skills. I also would like to talk about playing instruments, any type of instrument, piano, saxophone. Let me tell you this one. People, when they plan their parties, they would always get a saxophonist come and serenade their guests. In a party, a saxophonist, the last one I heard about, it charges 1,500. Maybe you're having a birthday and you want him to just come serenade your guests. Churches look for instrumentalists, whatever you can play, and they will pay you. People that sing or have record, that whatever it is, instrument, it will make you some money by this. And the last one, which I really want to talk about, is driving. Driving is a skill that it would do you a lot of good if you already have an idea from back home. You were already driving. Now, no matter how long you have driven in your home country, when you get to Canada, for example, any other Western world, you will go through the steps again. You will get your tests done. you do a driving test. So it's a different ballgame. Whatever you've learned back home, I promise you, it's different where you're going. So you have to learn your speed limits, your signs, your roads, your it's different. So if you already know how to drive, the process is shortened compared to you don't know how to drive back home and then you have to start from learning how to drive and learning how to drive it. There are instructors that are made for that, except you have a family member that can help in that process, but they can't really commit so much for you, right? A driving class can cost up to $150. And then you do that until you think you're strong, and then you do your tests, driving tests. There are classes to driving. So that's why I said in my last video that driving is a skill that will save you money. It will save a lot of stress. Okay. Another way to look at driving is once you come into a new country, it helps you settle in fast if you know how to drive. Why? Because if you are moving from point A to point B, you're registering, you're getting your social insurance number, health card, those initial settling, you need to buy some things from the store. You can easily maneuver your way to get things settled in because you can drive. Let's say, for example, you're going to a particular point A. If you have a car and you drive there, it might take you 5 minutes. If you don't have a car and you're getting on a bus, it can take you an hour and some. Think about it. Driving will save you some stress. Now, looking at the business side of things, driving can also, if you know how to drive and you can quickly go through the steps of becoming a driver in Canada, you can also make money from that because there are jobs that driving is a requirement, especially in a country like Canada. If you don't have a car or if you don't start driving on time, it will stress you. Like that analogy that I put there. You're going to a place that if you drove a car, it would take you 5 minutes. If you get on a bus, you can take an hour and some. And if you choose to be, in fact, you can't survive on just taking Uber to everywhere you're going. Your pockets will fill it. So I hope this um, shines more light on all of the skills to encourage you. Pick one skill, see what you can quickly learn if you don't have any skill, and it will pay you. It will pay you when you travel, when you relocate to a Western world. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I was able to do this updated video from my last video, and I hope that I'll see you on my next video. Encourage your girl by clicking on the subscribe button. Click also on the notification button, like, comment. There might be any skill I've missed out, and from experience you can share with people. Put it in the comment section and share. Thank you. Until next time. Bye bye. In this video, we were talking about how you can study for free in Canada. Yes, you can study for free in Canada. And the one I'll be talking about today is early childhood education. Yes, you can study for free, and I'll be looking at it in two different categories. The first being people that are already in Canada, new immigrants that are considering if they should go into early childhood education. And the other category will be people that are still planning to come to Canada on a student visa and they want to come and study early childhood education. Listen, it can be done for free. So watch this video to the end. It will be interesting. It will be informative. So please watch to the end. Hi, welcome back to Elevate with T. My name is T. Like I said in my intro, we would look at two categories of people. So let's talk about the first category, which is newcomers to Canada, young mothers of young children under the age of 5, or people that are just not sure the next stage in their career. There is an opportunity for you to study early childhood education for free. Just to remind you that because I am in the province of Alberta, I'll be speaking based off of that. So if you're planning to live in any other province, you will do more research to know what is obtainable in that province, but most times they have similar processes going on in different provinces of Canada. So I just needed to put that out there. In Alberta, the Alberta Children and Family Services is offering a fully funded course to people called Early Childhood Education Orientation Course. This is a course that is online. You can do it online, and at the end of completion, at the end of you finishing the course, you will get a certificate in early childhood education level 1. If you remember in my previous video of when I was talking about early childhood education and my personal journey into early childhood education, I told you the different levels in certification for early childhood education. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay, so once you do this free course, fully funded by the government of Alberta, the provincial government of Alberta, called the Alberta Children and Family Services, you will get a certification in early childhood education level 1. Okay, level 1 in early childhood education. So that gives you a good opportunity to begin to earn income as soon as you finish. Remember, I always tell you that there is a high demand for early childhood educators in Canada. I cannot overemphasize this, and in fact, I want to read something that is on the website of the Alberta Children and Family Services, and it says to help shape children's life to help shape children's lives, Alberta needs an estimated 7,000 to 9,500 more early childhood educators over the next 4 years to fill existing vacancies and new positions. To give tomorrow's generation a great start, we need to recruit, train, and certify new early childhood educators to staff up to 68,700 new licensed childcare spaces that are expected to open by 2026. This is a part of the $3.8 billion provincial federal childcare agreement. So that is massive. That is a great opportunity that people can take advantage of. Are you a mother of young children under the age of 5? An advantage of that is you're working and your children can still be where you're working, and you'll be paying less for your children. Also, the fact that you're doing this course for free. Some people go through school and then they come out to start paying back the student loan that they collected, but in this case you are studying for free. How awesome is that? you know I think it's something that people should really take advantage of. Now, to the next category of people that are back home, they want to come to Canada and they want to come with a student visa, and their plan is to study early childhood education. In my opinion, my sincere advice to you is that you don't come to Canada to study early childhood education. You can actually study it for free. So if uh, you're married, your spouse, your husband can actually use that money. Of course, you might have to add to that money that you were planning to go and study early childhood education with. Add some money to that, and then he can come to do his master's in Canada. Okay, and when you both come here, you are on work permit, you are eligible to apply to study this early childhood education for free. So that is a good way to study for free. Your husband would have an international degree, and you would have a certification in early childhood education. So think about the resources, think about the time that you would save, think about, it very well. In my honest opinion, I will advise that you don't come from your home country to come and study early childhood education, because once you are able to get here as a newcomer, you can do it for free. So you have to plan with your family, with your spouse, and let the other person do an actual degree, maybe a master's. And once you are on, of course, you will be on open work permit, you will be able to then apply for this program and study early childhood education for free. In Alberta, I said earlier that you would be given a certification in early childhood education level 1. This would afford you the opportunity to work in a licensed day home, a licensed daycare, out of school care. You can work in different preschool programs. Something else I wanted to point out is that with this certificate that you get, you can even start your own business from home. In a separate video, I will be talking about how you can start up a daycare, a day home it is called, because you'll be using your home, and you would, of course, this is a very regulated industry. So you have to go by the books. Once you meet all the specification, the regulation, you can begin to care for children. You will begin to earn from home. It's called a licensed day home. So this opportunity is there for you to study early childhood education for free in Canada. I'm going to put the link to where the link to where you can register for this course. Again, it is called Early Childhood Education Orientation Course, and it is an online course. I'm going to put it in my description. And if you have any other questions that you would like me to answer, please put it in the comment section. Now, I would like for you to please support this channel by subscribing. Please like, comment, and share to as many people that need this information, and I will be very glad that you did. Until I see you again in my next video, thank you and bye-bye. From the title of the video, you can already tell that I'm talking about the real struggles that immigrants face when they come to Canada. So on this video, I'm going to be sharing with you those things that you must know before you travel, before you relocate. This will help you to be better prepared, better informed, so that when you land, you can live your best life and you are not affected negatively or experience the cultural shock, like they say. Hi, welcome back to Elevate with T. My name is T, and I want to ask that you please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share. That would really help the growth of this YouTube channel. I have lived in Canada for 10 years now, and I talk from a place of experience, so that people that are just new immigrants that are just coming in, or you are still in the planning phase, are better prepared. And when they come in, they can live their best life in Canada. So I'm just going to go straight into it. And I promise that by the end of this video, you will be better informed. The first thing I want to talk about is the season. If you can, I would advise you that you come into Canada during the summer months. In summer is the shortest season of all the seasons in Canada. We have summer, we have fall, we have winter, and then we have spring before we have summer. It's the warmest, but the shortest. So if you can, again, I advise that you come in during summer. However, if you come in during winter, you need to be prepared for the weather. So you're coming from a very different climate. You need to be very ready for that change. You have to also be better prepared by ensuring you have the different gears, winter gears, from the hat to the scarf to the proper jacket to mittens to thick socks, thermal wears underneath your clothing, because there's what we call frost bite. And if you come in during winter and you don't dress up properly, you could experience those type of extreme weather and how it impacts on our body. It can be harsh on our body, on our skin. You go through frostbite, like you will feel some numbness, and it's painful, whether in your hand or in your palms or in your toes. So you have to be prepared for the weather. Don't, it's better that you're warm than you're cold. So you have to prepare to have the different gears that you would need so that you are better dressed for the weather. If you cannot come during summer, any other season of the year, especially in winter, please be prepared for that. Buy everything that you think you would need, um, and then it won't have a very bad impact on you. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is you need to be aware that as soon as you land in Canada, you will be paying monthly expenses. Like, your expense starts from the moment that you land. So when you come in, rent, of course, you must have made arrangement for where you would stay. So rent, like, it will take a big chunk of whatever amount that you're coming in with. Your rent is an expense. Then you begin to pay electrical bill, you pay water bill, you pay phone bill, because you need phone to be able to communicate. You need phone to be able to even move around. You need a lot of things. So I know that you come in with so much fund, but by the time you start depleting the funds, you'll be surprised. So if you are aware that you come in and your expense starts, then you will be better prepared. Food is another expense that you would have to prepare for. Your rent, your utilities. It's important that you're not taking unawares and you're wondering, oh my God, we have to pay so much money. The system works, but you would pay for the system that works. So your bills start to accumulate from the very first day that you land. Be prepared for that. The other thing I would like for you to know that is very important, which I've also said in my last video, is driving. Please, if you're coming as a family, someone has to know how to drive, and be ready to get a car as soon as possible. Especially for a family, you need a car as soon as possible, because if not, it will stress you out. Canada is a very big place. No matter where you're going, the country is massive in land mass. So, like, going to places, if you have a car, it takes you a shorter time to get to where you're going. If you think, oh, you'll be getting on the bus, like I said in my last video, a 5 minutes drive will take you an hour and some minutes. It is stressful. And you don't want to be doing that with children for so long. So let's say maybe the first day, you're still trying to maybe use Uber. As long as you're prepared from home that you're going to get a car as soon as you land in Canada, you're better prepared. You would have set the money aside. You would also come with your international driver's license that can help you to drive in the first few days before you get your test done and then get the Canadian driver's license, right? So a car is not a luxury. A car is an essential. It's something that is important for you to plan to have immediately, as soon as possible, when you relocate to Canada. Okay, and especially if you now come in during the winter and the weather is not so good, you need a car. With children, you would need it. If you're coming as a single person, it's fine. You can always manage yourself and plan yourself in that way. But as a family, you need a car. You really need it to be able to settle in faster, to avoid the stress. You're already coming. Canada is far. It's really far from many other countries, especially from Nigeria. If you're coming in, so you are jet lagged, you're worn out. You don't want to add the stress of jumping from bus to bus in, and you know that it's important to get things done as soon as you land. So you'll be buying food, you'll be getting your social insurance, you'll be getting health card, all those initial things that you would need to do when you land. Maybe I'll do another video where I'll talk about the things that you need when you land, you would need to do when you land in Canada. So please, a car is important. Be prepared for that. The other thing I want you to be prepared for is settling in with the children. If you're coming as a family and you have children under the age of 5, please be aware that those children cannot go to school yet. You would have to enroll them in either a preschool, a daycare, or a day home. Okay? In my previous video, I would like for you to go and watch where I talked about what the early childhood is. I'm an early childhood educator, so I deal with that age range in my teaching career, 0 to 5 years of age. So if your children fall in that range, be prepared that you would have immediately you come in, you would have to start looking for a daycare for them. You would also be prepared that you have to pay for this. There is something that the government help parents. It's called subsidy, childcare subsidy. If you are entitled to childcare subsidy, the government will pay part of that childcare fees, and then you'll pay some. But be prepared to pay for the care of your children, except you're planning that maybe the one parent will be the one working and the other parent will stay at home with the kids. But if that is not your plan, both of you need to work anyway, because like I said, the bills are beginning to roll in. You would need all hands on deck. So you have to begin to plan for that daycare. Sometimes it's not automatic. Once you call a daycare to say, oh, I have my children, they might tell you, oh, we don't have space right now, can we put you on a wait list? Okay, and then based on other things like the fees, the proximity to where you stay, and a whole lot of other things, you want to get started. And first of all, you need to be aware that this is not back home where you would get support from family, from friends whenever you need help with your children. Here you're on your own, and if you are not available, you're looking for work, you have to go do other things. Your children need to be in a place where they will be taken care of, where they can learn. That would be their own school, but you have to pay for it. You have to plan to enroll them, okay, on time as well, because you might just have to be on wait list. So if you want to avoid that and get them in quickly, make sure that that is part of the few things that you plan for when you come. So yes, children under 5 years of age can go to school yet. And then if your children are older children, you would have to register them with a school board, and then they would give you the schools that are covering your area. So where you live, there are schools that cover that area, and you would be directed to go and register your children. But the first thing is to first register them with the school board. With older children, at least you can do other things for the period of that they are in school. Okay, well, it still depends. Your children are older, of course, they can get back home on them by themselves. But if they are still maybe from the age of 5, 6, 7, 8, you have to also prepare for after school pick up or after school care, except you have someone that you can help you, and that's where the role of networking comes in. As soon as you land, it's good to network with people that can help you. Okay, we would all need each other at some point in time. So for school runs, as soon as you see parents, don't be uptight. Network with people, because those people might be the ones that might now be able to help you pick up sometimes, drop off sometimes. That will make me talk about my next point, which is surround yourself with the right set of people. It is very important because you do not want people to put their own fears, their own limitations. You don't want anybody to put on you what they couldn't achieve. Everybody's story is different. So once you need to surround yourself with people that they kind of align with your plans. People that are already doing well in areas that you want to also do well. Those are the people you surround yourself with. You don't want people that will tell you, oh, this is not doable, or this you can't do it. No, I like to see the land as a land flowing with milk and honey. So there is nothing you cannot achieve if you come with that mindset. So surround yourself with the right set of people that would help you in the long run and won't limit you. You won't have people that will limit you in your thinking. You won't have people that will limit you in what you can do, what you can achieve in Canada. I would also like to talk about the job market in Canada. I want to believe that there is a lot of opportunities for people in Canada. However, you also need to be prepared that when you come, your getting a job might not be immediately. Now, I want you to listen carefully. I'm not saying you won't get a job. I'm saying there might be a wait time between when you land and when you would eventually get a job that you can do. The job market is somehow these days, even for people that have stayed in this country for 5 years, 10 years, they will tell you the same thing. So if you're better prepared that, okay, you are in you are in line looking for what you want, you're doing all you can to achieve your goals when it comes to your career and all of that, you should also be open to transition jobs. And in my previous videos, I also talked about having a skill. Okay, so if you have a skill, with that waiting period, you can use whatever skill you've got to begin to earn some type of income. You can also pick up some transition jobs that would bring in some income, so that while you're waiting to get to where you're going, you are able to get income to also offset your bills, offset whatever expense that you accrue. Okay, so it's very important to just be better prepared. It is very important that you know all these things so that you are better prepared for the life in Canada. And I can assure you that it keeps getting better and better. There's a thing as the Canadian dream, and it is possible for everyone. But with this things that I've spoken about in this video, I hope that you are better prepared, and it would help you settle in nicely and you can live your best life in Canada. Again, I want to ask that you please subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a video, like, comment, share. And I know that there might be people that are watching me and have a lot of experience already in Canada. It will be nice for you to share, please, so that other people can learn and be better prepared. Please share in the comment section. Look out for my other videos where I'll be talking about different things. And if there's any other thing that you'd like for me to talk about, please put it in the comment section. Thank you, and on to my until I see you again in my next video. Bye.